you see here. Agathe Uwilingiyimana. Uwilingiyimana. Agathe Uwilingiyimana. Most Rwandan names end with mana. Habararimana. Uwilingiyimana. This beautiful woman, my brother, my sister, officially became the constitutional president of Rwanda, having moved from the position of the prime minister. Oh, today we have a sad story to tell you. Please give me 5 minutes and I'll be done. Oh, today, my brother, my sister, we are talking about this great black woman by name Agathe Uwilingiyimana. It's not a difficult name to pronounce. Just take your time. Uwilingiyimana. Yes. Agathe Uwilingiyimana. Agathe is Agatha. But in French, we say Agathe. A-G-A-T-H-E. Uwilingiyimana is U-W-I-L-I-N-G-I-Y-I-M-A-N-A. Uwilingiyimana. Agathe Uwilingiyimana in this class will simply be called Madame Agathe, as she was popularly called in Rwanda. She was born on the 23rd of May in 1953, and she was born to peasant farmers in a small town known as Butari. Oh, God have mercy. Now, Butari is also known as Huye, and formerly known as Astrida, is a city with a population of about 75,000 people in the southern province of Rwanda. My brother, my sister, she was born in a village around Butari. Her father and mother were peasant farmers who took her to the farm every time and taught her how to plant corn and the difference between maize and corn. They taught her how to plant so many different crops and taught her the names of every single flower on their way to farm every day. Now listen to this attentively. She grew up as a farmer, but she wanted to go to school as well. She forced herself into class because her parents did not like it. She took part in examinations. Oh, and she passed them even without going to class. And then she officially got the permission from her parents as a teacher came in and pleaded with them to accept this. My brother, my sister. And then she went to school. She was educated at the Notre Dame de Citeaux Secondary School, and she obtained a certificate to teach humanities in 1973. Exactly 20 years of age. She continued with her graduate studies in mathematics and chemistry. My brother, my sister, she wanted to study agriculture because she loved plants. She grew up amongst plants. But she was encouraged by her teacher to do chemistry and mathematics to break the backbone of that monotony of only having males doing science, especially chemistry and mathematics. Underline that. I'm going to tell you something later. Agathe Uwilingiyimana, before she even got a certificate in mathematics and chemistry from the university allowed her to teach mathematics and chemistry even before her certificate came. The following year, my brother, my sister, her certificate finally came. That means she had been teaching for 1 whole year from 1984. In 1985, she, my brother, my sister, got her papers and everything, and she taught chemistry, my brother, my sister. and mathematics at the National University of Rwanda in Butare, the city of her birth. My brother, in 1976, she fell in love with a high school classmate. His name was Ignace Barahira. They got married. The following year, 1977, when my sister Nusrat Jahan was born, they had their first child. 1 out of the 5 children they had. Please underline all this. Watch this. She had 5 children in this marriage. Then at a point, she was encouraged to go into politics because she was so brilliant. So she left the university. And in 1986, she decided to go into politics. Now, my brother, my sister, she joined the Republican Democratic Movement, that's the MDR, an opposition party. And this happened in 1992. And that same 1992 year, she was appointed Minister of Education by virtue of the fact that she was the first woman to study chemistry and mathematics and even teach it at the university in Rwanda. She was a Tutsi. Underline that, Tutsi. My God. See what happened now? Now that she was made education minister, the first thing she did was to cancel the hook, line, and sinker tribal enrollment into the schools. In those days, Hutus had a certain percentage. A Hutu people, this is a percentage you will have into the university and to the secondary schools. Tutsi too like that. He said, no, it should be by merit. If Tutsi gets 100%, so be it. If Hutu gets 100%, so be it. School should be merit, not tribalistic. Hutu extremists didn't like this, so they targeted her. It was in the government of Juvenal Habyarimana. They were having talks, the all-inclusive government. The opposition brought her and made her the prime minister. Oh, but remember that same April, my God, the plane that was shot down and 2 presidents were killed. Do you remember? The Rwandan president, my brother, my sister, was killed. And his counterpart, my brother, my sister, was also killed in that plane crash. That was the day she moved from prime minister to president. And then, the following day, she was supposed to go out there and announce at Radio Rwanda and call for calm because she was the president. But it didn't happen. Hutu extremists surrounded her house. At that time, she was having an interview with RFI in France. And these were the words she mentioned. And I'm going to read that verbatim. Oh my God. What did she tell Radio RFI? He said, there is shooting. People are being terrorized. People are inside their homes, lying on the floor. We are suffering the consequences of the death of the head of state. I believe we, the civilians, are in no way responsible for the death of our head of state. There were 5 Ghanaian soldiers who were sent from the UN peacekeeping force to go and guard her and to protect her. But unfortunately, Hutu soldiers were able to surround her house and ask the Ghanaian soldiers to put down their arms. They put their arms down, having realized that it would be foolish to start fighting back. They were outnumbered. This didn't save them. My brother, the prime minister turned president and her husband and 5 children skipped into the next house owned by a diplomat. My brother, they went in there still and asked them to come out. In fact, Madam President and her husband decided to come out to protect the children. There she was shot straight into the head. Pow! She was killed. And after killing her, it wasn't enough. The soldiers carried her out, stripped her naked, and inserted a big beer bottle into her vagina. Yes, into her vagina. Big beer bottle. They inserted it in there. Oh, Jesus. And left her naked on the streets. Her children were able to escape to Switzerland, but she didn't make it. Today we remember this great black woman who became the first female prime minister, the first female president of Rwanda. She was assassinated. Today we remember you. I will say, Mommy, bye-bye. Mommy, why be? If only she knew, she would have stayed in the classroom. In the burden of knowledge, I ask you, now that you know what to do, be an any